I just had an energy drink, so I am bouncing off the fucking walls.
That's cool.
Having an energy drink at 5 p.m.
I worked my ass off today.
What did you do?
So I work at a coffee roaster, and normally
Are you
I
a
just
coffee roaster who works at a coffee roaster?
I'm not the roaster, unfortunately. So, like, my main job right now is...
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. My main job is running the online website. And, like, if orders come in, then I just, like, get the orders ready and ship them off. But, today was, like, non-stop with the online orders. Like, I actually ran out of coffee. Our actual roaster is coming in tomorrow to roast more coffee so I can fulfill the orders. And, yeah, it was just really exhausting. Just 8 hours of running around and packing coffee.
Just being a roastmaster general?
Oh my gosh. So many things happening today. Like, we found, well, not we, said we. Aidan had found a very special type of energy drink, is what we mentioned here at the beginning. Do you want to talk about that experience, Aidan?
Oh, yeah. So, it turns out Bang Energy exists in Canada, and we've been looking for this for, like, ever. So, I got one. I got one for each of us.
Is it under a different name or something?
No.
No, it's under Bang.
Oh, okay.
I'm guessing it's, like, new for Canada. Because, like, all Canadian packaging has to be bilingual by law. Unless you're in the province of Quebec. Then
Dude,
it has
bilingual
to be
by law is such a good name for something.
bilingual by law for, like, a new metal.
Yeah, like a 2003 like alt metal band.
Yes.
Oh my god.
And they have like a little rapping section in there. And it's exactly like how you would expect. Like Limp Biskit.
Oh
Yes.
god.
Dude. Exactly.
Bilingual by law. That's what we're gonna call our band, right?
Are we?
I don't know, I'm not in the mood to start a band right now. Between the red headspace.
You have to be in a certain band starting mood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I was gonna mention before, Limp Biskit, since you were talking about Limp Biskit, God. Being a wrestling fan in, like, the early 2000s puts you on the same course as, like, listening to Limp Biskit. And he was also in, like...
Fred Durst, thank
you. He was in a bunch of wrestling video games at the time, and I don't know why.
Was he like someone who was like tangentially involved, like how Donald Trump was sometimes in wrestling?
Yes, actually. He did the Limp Bizkit the song Rollin' was the Undertaker's theme in the early 2000s, like Biker Taker.
Aren't they bringing back Biker Taker?
They did at WrestleMania. But not with that theme. Of course. That's why everyone was like, are they going to give him the Limp Bizkit theme? Because that was like, that has not aged well.
That was
to the major disapproval of all fans. Bring back the Limp Bizkit.
That's like the one thing, because like, there's two modes to Taker. To Undertaker, specifically. There's the Dead Man, where he's basically a wizard. And he has a long trench coat and hat, and he says that you're going to rest in peace.
So it's the Undertaker we know and love.
Yes. And then in the early 2000s to around 2004, he dropped that gimmick and just became kind of himself. But he was a biker, and he came in on a Harley Davidson motorcycle. Like, he went down the ramp on his bike. And he had like 2 or 3 different songs at the time, but like one of the first ones was Limp Bizkit. And like, I have WrestleMania X8 for the GameCube, and that one has Limp Bizkit in the game, like the song Rollin'. And I was just like, oh yeah, that was like my first experience of Taker before actually watching wrestling. So
I'm so glad my mom had me watching wrestling when I was a small child. So the Undertaker I know is not Biker Taker. Anyways, coming down the ramp with the mode of transportation, Adam Page did it better.
Oh yeah, Hangman Adam Page. He came to the ring while riding a horse.
Because his gimmick is he's a cowboy.
That's awesome.
He's an anxious millennial cowboy.
He's an anxious millennial cowboy?
Yeah.
So with a lot of the AEW matches, you know how match when people are making their entrances, it'll show like their name in like whatever click they have there. Like
yeah.
It's like John Cena's got like 15 world time champion John Cena. It like flashes up while he's in the. So
they kind of play around with Adam Page in AEW.
Like they'll have the name of the wrestler, but then like right above it, they'll have like a little blurb that's synonymous with that wrestler.
It's usually like a little fun thing. Like there's these characters, the librarians. It'll be the librarians. But with Adam Page, they always change it up. Like, one time he was Anxious Millennial Cowboy.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He also did a video on Instagram where it was... He just put it up today. Where it's the AEW Dynamite intro, except it's all clips of Page just doing stuff around his house. And the end, it just where the AEW Dynamite logo is up, it says... Hangman Adam Page stays the fuck at home.
That's funny.
I love him. Okay, let's not talk about wrestling for once.
Alright, so I'll say wrestling's kind of crazy right now. I'll say that. It's very much like people are talking about it right now because WrestleMania just happened.
It's
literally
like the
past
only
weekend.
Like sporting event kind of thing that's going on right now.
It just happened. So
like wrestling in general.
Yeah.
It's the only thing that's not shut down.
Because they keep like changing locations and shit. I don't think any other sporting league. I know you're gonna say frog skipping is still going.
Oh, and golfing.
And golfing, but like nobody fucking plays golf in a crowd. You always like feel like that's one of the easiest sports that you can play during a pandemic like this. Is golf.
Mm-hmm. Fuck golf.
Yeah. What about like? Fucking, I guess you're right. Because you're so far away from everyone else.
What about outdoor darts? Because, like, you don't want to be close to someone who darts.
But you're a lot closer than you would be if you're playing golf.
That's true.
But
golf has a caddy.
Yeah, but like...
Yeah, the caddies aren't people.
Oh, wow.
Is that going to be the episode of this podcast?
Caddies aren't...
Caddies aren't people. I'm just gonna start coming out with like really horrible takes.
It's like... Alright, I'm gonna give you guys a story to an old podcast that I used to be a part of back in like 2012. I think I've told you about this.
You told me about this.
So there was this podcast that I was on with my brother and some of his friends that he had known since like elementary school. And one of our friends, should I say his name? I'm not going to say his name. I won't say his name for this, but you know him, big guy. Yeah, you know who he is. Mm-hmm. So this one friend on the podcast, I believe this is the first or second episode. This is back in like 2012. Around this time, Resident Evil 6. We were talking about... I had played the demo, so I was talking about the Resident Evil 6 demo on the podcast. And then we came back onto the subject of Resident Evil 5. And we were talking like, oh, that game wasn't as good, and it's crazy. And my friend, who I'm not going to mention his name, but he'd probably be okay with me saying it, because he knows it was a joke, what he said. But he was just like... I was like, yeah, it's kind of like racist that you're kind of like shooting black people. And he said very seriously, but I knew he was saying it as a joke. He's like, oh, one of my favorite things, I love shooting black people. And I was just like, what? And he just burst out laughing. And I'm just like, dude.
I knew...
It
is kind of funny, though. Like,
And
just
he's
'cause
like,
he said it like
he
that.
is not that kind of guy at all. Like, he's like the nicest guy, but it was such like an out there line that was like, what the
Bro, exactly. I love it when that shit happens. Like, the nicest person ever, and then they just say something like, they say the F word, and you're like, no!
No. I held
Like, you
on a
shouldn't know that
pedestal.
word.
I held you on a pedestal. You should not be saying those things.
You can't say
you-
fuck.
Yeah. What do you... Alright, Eden, no.
You don't even
That's-
know what sex is.
I'm sorry, my diet autism makes me have to touch things.
Okay,
Diet
But you're-
autism.
but you're also like rolling a water bottle on the desk when I
I thought you were gonna
guarantee-
say rolling a blunt.
Yeah, Eden, stop whirling up that weed on the desk. No,
Well, can you give me something on my hands to do? Like, can I have a pen?
I can't give you a clicky pen because that's even worse.
Oh, yeah.
Like half the shit that I have makes noise,
Oh, God.
and Eden was just rolling this water bottle on the table, and I'm just like, the mic is right beside that. It's gonna pick it up. Like,
So normally when we're recording stuff, I have something in my hands because like I have to be doing stuff with my hands in order to focus. And normally I'm just like playing on my phone or playing on my Switch, but like my phone's charging right now, and I'm just like I don't know what to do.
Damn, dude.
here you go. Look at Bowie.
I'm gonna break the candle.
Break the candle. Did
I'm not gonna intentionally accidentally break it.
Did we tell you about this candle? This Ziggy Stardust candle that we got?
No.
I got Carter a prayer candle with David Bowie's face on it. And mind you, Carter comes from a very, very Catholic family.
So is that, like, bad?
It's like,
It's really bad. It's kind of sacrilegious.
yeah,
Because graven images or something, or...
Yeah, it's
False prophets
It's
and-
essentially David Bowie's face superimposed on a picture of Jesus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But that's how it should be.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Have you heard of our Lord and Savior Bowie?
That's how it is.
Oh my god.
Have we been recording?
Yes,
We have
we've been
been.
recording this whole time.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yeah, so if you want to say any stupid shit, like, go right ahead.
I mean, it doesn't really matter if it was recording or not, so...
Do you have any thing you want to talk about, Aiden?
You know, aside from, like, poop jokes...
Oh yeah, tell us your best poop joke.
Oh, my best poop joke.
Oh, I know this is going to be a good one now.
Oh, we're waiting.
Damn, I can't just be put on the spot like this. Can I tell you a poop joke?
You can tell us a poop joke.
Sure.
Okay. What's brown and rhymes with Snoop?
I know this one. Diarrhea.
Dr. Dre.
That was
Because
cool.
because, like, you get it?
It's funnier when you explain it.
Okay,
Carter,
so
I want
basically
Snubble.
Dr. Dre is a rapper and Snoop Dogg is a rapper. But when
Yeah.
you say brown, it's like, and then it rhymes with poop. It's like, it rhymes with Snoop. It's like poop,
Oh
but
my god.
it's Dr.
Dude.
Dre, and they
Dude.
do raps together.
Holy shit. That's so mind-blowing. I need to grab stuffed. I can give it to my partner.
I really want to hug the snubble now. Okay. Now I'm good. Now I can focus.
People be saying...
Oh my
Have you ever seen that meme where
Earphones
it's like, men don't even open car doors anymore, and the guy's like, how else am I getting that motherfucker?
Yes.
I fucking love that.
Yes.
Oh my.
That's a good one.
One of my favorite things, I want to back up a bit, the Dr. Dre thing.
Mhm.
One of my favorite things is that Dr. Dre is technically canon in Critical Role.
Oh yeah, he is.
How is he in what?
Critical Role, so it's a, it's
It's a bunch of nerdy ass voice actors that sit around and play Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, okay, so like in their campaign or whatever, or their universe, They're
Dr.
like,
Dre
is it Dr. Dre?
Yeah.
Technically, but his name is like Dr. Dranzel, but it's like, it's essentially Dr. Dre.
It's implied to be Dr. Dre,
Yeah.
but in the past.
Essentially, because one of the characters who is a gnome. Oh my god! You put that in the. I'm not.
What is
I'm
it?
gonna have to edit this into the fucking podcast now.
Yeah.
Justin Wang.
God
He
can't
hasn't
see-
accepted my friend request yet.
What
Still,
the fuck, man?
I know, you should message him and be like, accept my friend's friend request.
hey Justin Wang, you need to accept my friend's friend request.
Do it.
My god, I'm not harassing a YouTuber.
Make
Oh
me
my God.
friends with Justin Wang, the samurai, like, man of internet lore.
The samurai man.
He's got, like, a long, flowing, like, samurai look to him.
He's really pretty.
He's got, like, the hair that, like, I'd expect Samurai Jack to have if he took down his bun.
Yes.
So, oh, that's an. So, I'm sorry to bring this back onto wrestling,
Oh my god,
But-
Carter.
but Justin Wang's band,
Oh yeah.
did some songs for AEW.
Yeah, his band does a whole bunch of wrestling intros.
Damn.
Yeah, which
Yeah.
we found that out when we were watching AEW, and
Actually, I found it out when I was scrolling through Facebook, and he posted that Jinx did some stuff for AEW.
yeah, because there was like one wrestler in particular that debuted on Dark,
Mm-hmm.
and we didn't even think anything about it. 'cause-
Yeah, we're just like, okay, it's music.
and then like you found out afterwards. Wait a minute, we just fucking watched that.
Bruh.
Anyways, have you ever seen the borders of Australia? Like the borders of their states?
How they're, like, squares?
No, it looks like a child just like drew like 4 lines and was like, "That's it. Those are the states of Australia." Carter, do you want to bring up a?
Yeah,
I'll
do
bring up a
that, because I feel like I've seen it, but I'm not that familiar.
I'll bring up a photo. Don't worry.
Yes, bring up a photo. That's your job. You're the computer man.
That is my job, computer man. So, in other news, while I'm bringing, oh Jesus, I forget that every time I use capture command, it does like a loud like
Like a click.
photo capture click in my ear. Oh, yeah, that was loud. Here is the picture of Australia.
Excuse me.
So,
But yeah, it looks like a kid just like it looks like how we divided up South Virginia, West Virginia. I'm thinking of that photo I tagged you in. That is your state.
I mean, I'm trying to think of what state is under Virginia directly.
I have the map if you want to see it. I colored it.
South Virginia.
Actually, speaking of that, did you watch the video after I posted it?
He was in the video.
But did you see the finished? Did you see the finished product?
No.
No. Well,
Are you gonna show him the colored map?
And by studying, I mean playing RuneScape.
okay, all right. That's the correct answer. So after we finished editing the video, I believe it was pretty much like a day later. I went and I took the map and I colored it. So this is basically what the map looked like at the end, fully colorized.
Also, Carter didn't know that when you're doing cartography, you're only supposed to use 4 colors. It's like 4 or 5 colors.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Yeah, it's like a rule in cartography that like when you're coloring in a map, color. It's like a stupid rule.
Damn, alright, so we got Pennsylvania, and then Virginia, East Virginia, West Virginia, West Virginia, West Virginia.
No,
South-
Western Virginia.
Is that
It's too
Tennessee?
Hennessy, yeah.
Oh, Hennessy. Pennsylvania is the same. Ohio is the same.
Yep.
I feel like we should have made those one state.
Ohio and Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
But we have to keep Pennsylvania the same, because in New
so what would be
America,
affected?
Gritty's the senator.
Yeah,
He'd be
exactly.
upset.
So our number one fan, Brad.
Yes!
I'm getting his name correct. So Brad, he was like, are you guys gonna make a video?
On the lore of Neo America?
Yeah, on like how it becomes Neo America. And I was just like, well, there's another video right there. How we got to the that we have to
That
come
is another
together.
video, but we have to rewatch this video to get out all of the lore so that we don't mess it up.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we kind of have the idea.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we have most of the ideas, but I feel like we probably said stuff in there that was like crucial details about the culture of these places.
The one thing I do remember is with the Virginias, there was a great NASCAR war of 2021 that split up all the Virginias, so they all have their own separate NASCAR league.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Because that was one of the most important.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's what starts Neo America.
The great NASCAR war of 2021.
But
The Great
that's
War of the Virgins.
there's also the Great Flooding of Nevada.
That is true.
Yeah, caused by global warming and malicious canal digging. Hey, I'm actually busy right now, sorry.
Huh?
Yes.
Oh.
I think he's talking.
Oh, shit. Alright, he had to mute himself.
Oh, shit.
Alright, so.
That's okay.
So while Aidan is muted, what other parts of like the state map do you think we could make some story bits with?
Wider Texas.
There's got to be some reason.
Okay, I'm back, sorry.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah, we had posed the question. What out of all these states that we have here, we've got to. What do you think we can come up with like some ideas of like how these states formed? Like, there's got to be a reason that the Dakotas and the Carolinas came together to become like mega powers, and there's got to be a reason that Indiana and Idaho just decided to say "fuck you" to everyone and just cut across.
Yeah, and how everyone was okay with them, like, having that little, like, 10-mile wide, like, tract of land.
What if there were like too many wars, like Wyoming? So Wyoming and Ming were like at war, and then Mega Dakota and Wisconsin were at war with Nebraska. So Indiana and Idaho were like, fuck it, we're gonna be long.
Can we also just make it so that like Massachusetts and Maine lost a bet, so they had to switch their names like in like, a tournament or something?
Or what if like their senators got lost and like went to the wrong state and was like, no, this is definitely Maine.
And it's like, sir, I actually think this is Massachusetts. Nope, it's Maine now. This is Maine. And they just switch names.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Bruh.
I've been thinking about like I've actually been doing a little bit of like thinking because remember I think it was like a week back I was saying I wanted to do a one shot for like D&D.
What?
I want to do a one shot for like D&D.
Oh, okay.
And I was telling you about like I wanted to do that where we did like main D&D stuff.
Yeah.
This whole like Neo America thing and like the lore behind it kind of makes me want to like turn it into its own world that we could use for like playing games in.
Oh yeah.
I have a character already. His name is John O'Duff. He's a 50-something-year-old gunslinger, and he has arthritis in his left shoulder, and that's his shooting arm. So he's starting to learn how to shoot with his right arm.
Bro, looking at this map, I just had the greatest realization, okay? Okay, look at Old Zealand, and then the abbreviation is Oz.
Yep, I see where you're going with this.
So the land of Oz is Old Zealand.
So we literally turn Old Zealand into Wizard of Oz.
Yeah, that is the lore of Old Zealand, is that
So
it's actually like a self-contained little like Oz pocket.
So like the Emerald City is in there.
It's full.
Yeah, it's full of like Oz things, but it's not actually Oz. It's just like a pocket dimension that mimics Oz for that area of like Rhode Island.
Oh my god.
Yes.
So many things that we could discuss with it.
And then during like the D&D, we can go there and it just switches to Wizard of Oz.
Literally, like colors change.
Same
Yep.
Like it's just a portal into the bionicle dimension.
Yes, dude.
What if Motunui wants to gain more power, and then they send troops over and to go and attack wider Texas or something?
And the bionicle
Wider
is still there.
Texas.
Oh yeah, wider Texas. So my theory with wider Texas is that like there was like a nuke that went off in Mexico, and it stretched out Texas, and everything in Texas is just stretched wider. So like the cars are stretched wider, the people are just stretched wider, everything is just wider.
Bro, okay. I see.
So as soon as you step forward, take one leg into that,
Into wider Texas.
you immediately like gain more mass.
But if you leave wider Texas,
it's like how Oz works, where it becomes Oz.
Yeah, like
you
every
just become
state.
wider. Everything's
Yeah, like every
wider.
state has their own like set of rules to it.
mm-hmm.
Like
which
its own
can-
laws of physics.
Yeah, which could work actually for the game too, because then it could actually impose different on you guys while you're in different states.
Can Pennsylvania please be normal?
I mean,
Yeah.
that's something that we have to hash out in the
In the episode where we lore build Neo America.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, Superfan Brad is. Oh, we have to come up with a good backstory, good lore building for Wisconsin.
Oh, speaking of Pennsylvania, so the NHL held a survey with all of their hockey players to ask who was their favorite mascot, and Gritty won. Gritty got 69% of the votes.
Oh yeah, I saw that, and everyone else got like 2%.
Yeah, the second place was Nashville Predators, who got
Damn.
I'm surprised he even got that much.
Good job, Gritty, on getting this number.
Yeah, 69, and deserving of it.
I love Gritty.
All right, so let's not bust our load all over Neo America.
I'm busting my load over our and save your Gritty right now, okay, Carter?
Okay, but I meant let's not spoil all the beans.
Spoil the beans?
Yeah, let's
The
not.
beans are going bad?
Shut the fuck up. What I'm trying to say
Spoil the
is,
beans.
let's steer away from the lore subject for now, because that's going to be its own video where I actually have to set up with notes and everything. I don't want to talk about it too much here. Podcast we got to talk about different shit. So I'll segue. It's not really a segue, but I'll segue into Instagram stuff. So for the past couple of weeks, I've been posting basically a meme a day, and what the fuck are you? I'm not putting that picture in the podcast.
I'm just sending it to the chat because I feel like we would all enjoy it. It's a bong full of milk.
Oh my.
It's a bong full of milk, and then also there's another like attachment which has water in it, I presume,
I don't know.
or coffee maybe.
Something blue.
Is it blue? Is it?
Yeah, I just zoomed in. It's like a navy. Right, Carter?
Yeah, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's a bong with an attachment that goes into like a little percolator mini bong thing, which has the piece on it, but it's filled with this blue liquid.
Yeah, I'm confusion. Anyways, sorry, Carter, your Instagram.
Sorry. So, I still have no idea how this fucking took off as big as it did. So, alright, background on this. For the past couple, I'd say for like the past month, I've been posting one meme a day on my Instagram. And, they mainly have to do with like D&D jokes. And it's been like on a variety of things to do with like a certain character class. It could have 9 times out of 10, I choose a class and I make a meme based on the class, but then I'll come up with like ideas while I'm making memes, and I kind of just make like 4 or 5 in bulk. But there was one that I made that was a Star Wars related one, and it was a scene from, I believe, Last Jedi.
I don't fucking know.
I never even watched Last Jedi, so I don't even know the reference. Because I know it has Luke and it has Yoda in it. That's all I know. But it's the picture where it's Luke screaming the sacred texts as he's pointing at Yoda. Shut up. But I put the caption as, when the party finds an Elvish script on making sweets, but no one in the party knows Elvish, so they assume it's sacred. So there's that, and I'm like, okay, it's fine, you know, it's something, like, I don't know, might be good. So I posted it, and it was like getting a bit of traction. Like, it hit like 50 likes, and it was sent to like 5 people, and like shared like once or twice, and I was like, oh, that's cool. And then I woke up this morning right before Eden was going to work, and Eden like knew that something was up because Eden went to the bathroom. I started checking my Instagram, and then when Eden came back, I had this like shocked look on my face because
I thought he got fired or something.
So my post insights for this one specific post went from 50 likes to 720 likes. It was sent 90 times. It was shared 106 times, and it had a reach of 8,032.
And it's just going up.
And people are still liking it at least every 5 months.
That's like what happened to me.
Mm-hmm.
Like with my meme.
I don't know what the fuck is going on though.
That's what it is.
It's like when certain people share your thing, it gets like a lot of reach, and then the other people share it. It's like a cascade. Like if someone with a lot of reach shares it, then like people share it from there.
Mm-hmm.
This is also the first time like it ever happened to me, because like the biggest reach I had on these memes before was like hitting 50 likes, like on like one of them, and the reach was like up to 300 and something or 400, and I was like, oh shit, that's really cool. But this has like completely broken the record, and I still don't know how to take it, and I'm just like, what? Because I've never had anything reach this many people.
You'll get used to it.
And I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like I had the one big post and then didn't have another big one. So like,
do you know how high your post got?
Mine got like a reach of like 1,100,000 something.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah.
What post was this?
The rest of them only get like, you know, like 1,000-ish at most, or like something like that. But like during, it was like every like, you know, minute or so there's like likes coming in, and like I think it got like 12K shares or something, and then like 1,000 something likes or like something like that. But yeah, everything else on there doesn't have like all that much, so it's not really that big of an accomplishment. I feel like it's just a fluke if I don't, unless I get another one.
Yeah. Well, what was that?
Getting that second big hit.
Yeah. What was that? What was that post on?
It was on my meme page. It was it's that dude, and he's the black guy, and he's like it's the template where it's like the black dude, and he's like posing, and he's got like the emojis, and it's like I may not look like it, but, and then you like switch out the text, and he's like looking fresh, but I don't really know what the joke is of how he looks, but anyway, it says like the top text is basically always I may not look like it, but, and it's got like, you know, like the 100s or whatever. Then the bottom text is I swapped it out to Shawty's like a melody in my head that I can't keep out, got me singing like.
Oh, yeah. You mentioned this on the first podcast.
Yeah. That's my one big post that got like a ton of attention. If that's my contribution to meme history, then like, you know, that's okay.
Yeah, it's crazy how like some of these posts can just. What I'm wondering is if it has something to do with the subject matter too. I think
I just hit like a specific nostalgia chord. I think because like people love like. I think when shit like hits like 10-ish or 11-ish years old, people are like, "Yo, that was my shit." Like people are probably gonna start being like, "Yo, remember when Gangnam Style came out? Wasn't that great?" Or like Party Rock. Party Rock already happened. People already are like idolizing Party Rock again. But like, I feel like every 10 years, like especially in the in like the 2010s, everyone was like, "Yo, the 90s were so great, right?"
Well,
so
I feel like
in the 2020s, people might be like, "The 2010s were so great."
Well, I feel like there's a whole bunch of I think that depends on like what it is they're referring to. Like different things people like from different eras. Like I think a lot of fashion people still hold up 80s fashion in high regard.
80s fashion is out, it's 90s fashion now.
Okay, well, a couple years ago it was 80s fashion.
It was 80s fashion like 10 years ago.
I don't follow fashion.
Yeah, exactly.
But like I've been like still wearing certain 80s fashion, but like if it's 90s fashion now, that gives the fashion industry like in terms of like a nostalgia bump, probably like 20 years. No, 30 years. A 30-year gap in between of it being like revamped. So in 10 years time, people are going to look to like early 2000s fashion and try to bring that back.
Yeah, for the fashion.
Love nostalgia.
I just think people look back on like the like music and culture of it. People like idolize it, and the memes and shit that were around at the time. People sometimes just will be like coming back, like saying that shit from because like even like I think it's like depending on like if it's a year or like a decade or like it's usually those like milestone years that people will look back on during a year. Because, like, this year, we're looking at, like, 2 years ago, I think, when Pickle Rick came out. That's why we got all those Pickle Rick memes, because people probably got all these memories in their feed about Pickle Rick.
Oh, Pickle Rick.
That's why we had that revival, probably, because, like, it was just, remember 2 years ago when all this Pickle Rick shit happened?
Even with, like, memes, there's, like, certain memes that don't see the light of day anymore.
Memes change like every week practically.
But like even certain formats,
like nobody would dare post this day and age.
Nobody would dare post what?
A rage comic.
Yeah, they would. I've seen rage comics. Like it's ironic now.
Yeah, I've seen ironic rage comics, but not like real
rage comics made.
If we're talking about like the majority of memes people make nowadays, I don't know the wording of like what it's called, but like the memes that I'm making now is I feel like that's the style that people like, where it's like white screen, text, and then the image below, or it's like
it's just a basic template.
Yeah, but like back in let's say the early 2010s or like 9, people really would go for picture and then like the white impact font at the top and at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, both of them are still around.
But nobody really, I don't see like anybody posting that kind of template anymore.
Oh, I see it. I see it a lot.
Like, I don't know. Like, whenever I see it, I just get a
lot
flashback.
of it is ironic, though. Like, because,
maybe.
Like, you know, like, funny memes will use it. It'll be like, you know where it's the top text and the bottom text are the same thing, and it's just saying what the thing is? Like,
yeah.
It's like the picture.
Or the bottom
Rick,
text is
like,
bottom text.
Pickle Rick, and the bottom text, like, Pickle Rick. Like, it's just usually funny uses of it, but, people still use it sincerely, though. Like, boomers and stuff, like, it's still used.
That's the thing. Like, if boomers are using it, they probably don't see that same connection that they see. Because, like, in my mind, as someone who types of even back then, whenever I see that format of, like, top text, bottom text, and the picture in the middle, my mind instantly goes to, like, 2009. And I'm like, oh, this is old. And then I kind of, like, disregard it.
Damn.
So
well, there's some like good ironic memes that do it. You should like keep your eyes peeled because sometimes they're gems, bro.
Yeah, you also don't have Facebook anymore.
Yeah,
so
I don't really have Facebook. But like,
don't then, I guess.
I kind of supersede it by like, there's a lot of Instagram memes still.
Mm-hmm.
Instagram.
Which that's the only like platform I really have outside of YouTube.
YouTube's not real social media, though.
Yeah.
YouTube is the poop machine.
But yeah, I don't even know. Like, are there any like new social media platforms like
TikTok?
Besides TikTok, because I wouldn't really classify that as new. It's been around for like a year now.
TikTok's been around for more than a year.
Yeah, so I wouldn't even classify that as new.
Yeah, TikTok is what the kids are going to now.
Is there like anything besides TikTok that's like coming out?
Is
not really
Zoom a social media?
See, well, Zoom, I've heard. My stepdad was talking to us about that, and Zoom, from what I've heard, sounds like a video.
It's streaming? A video conferencing app.
Yeah. But I heard there's some like weird shady shit with it, which
People
I don't know.
People say there's weird shady shit with everything.
I just don't know that much about it. So I can't really consider that to be the next big thing.
I have no use for Zoom in school, so I don't care about it.
Plus we got Duo.
Oh yeah, we have Duo, because we're Android users.
So.
Bro. Dude, the one you sent me where it was like South Virginia and it's above Virginia.
Yes!
Oh, that picture?
Yeah.
I love that one.
And Delaware is like huge.
The fuck is Delaware?
What the fuck is Delaware?
So, you said you were playing some friendlies before you jumped on here, right?
Yeah.
Who do you main in Melee?
My best? Okay, so it's a difficult question because who do I have the most experience with is Roy. But my character that I use in tournament is Sheik.
Okay.
So like I play Roy and like I know like basically almost everything about Roy and like have done so much time with Roy that like I'm not like amazingly really good with Roy, but like if I was playing against other Roys who are really good, I feel like I could hold my own. Like I feel like if we could get all the top Roys in the entire world, like I would be like, you know, amongst probably some of the top Roys, at least in amount of like knowing about the character. Maybe not like best at the game, but at least I know like the most. But just because he's so bad and nobody else does, I think partially. But
okay, so
in terms of like playing though, I have to like not play him because he's that bad.
But like, if you were to play again, like, say it's not a fully competitive environment, because if you're going fully competitive, you say you play Sheik.
So, like, if it's, like, a friendly environment, then yeah, I'll just, like, pull out the Roy, yeah. Because, like, I'm not, like, sacrificing any, like, spot in the tournament, so, yeah.
What drew you to Roy over Marth?
So basically, when I was a kid, this is, like, my childhood main, too. So, like, and I chose him because, like, I knew about Marth, and I was like, okay, he has a sword, and Roy also has a sword. But I heard Roy has the fire, and also he's newer than Marth. Because, like, I would have played Marth if we didn't unlock Roy, but I think we unlocked Roy, like, pretty recently, or just learned how to do it, or just tried it. So, basically, I think the first time I played Roy, I just did his neutral B, which is, like, the charge-up, like, explosion thing.
Yeah.
With a sword, but it's also a slash if you don't explode with it. And so, like, yeah, basically from there, like, I didn't really play Melee for a while, and then I only played Brawl, and then I went back to Melee in, like, 2013, and I was like, I'm going to be a Roy main. Like, he is going to be who I play in tournament. And so I didn't really play with a lot of people other than on net play for a little while, and I just played Roy, like, against CPUs and my brother and stuff. I would just practice Roy. And then, like, it wasn't until I started playing against like, actually good people that I was like, okay, maybe not. And so, like, I had to switch, and so I switched in, like, 2016 to Sheik, and I haven't put in nearly as much time with Sheik, but, like, I definitely get better results just by it being a better character.
Yeah, I find that interesting, because, like, there's some people I can't really, like, I'm not the best in terms of, like, the competitive...
You're not a Melee player.
I'm not a Melee player. Like, I played Melee when I was younger, but, like, I was one of those people that moved on after, like, Brawl came out, and then, like, kept going. Like, I played Smash Ultimate, the most recent. But I always stuck with Marth, because, like, Marth was, like, the first character that I picked up, and he was the one that, like, I put the most time and practice into. So even when I jumped into Brawl and I jumped into Smash 4 and jumped into Ultimate, I would always stick with Marth, whether he be like a main or a sub or a pocket. I always had him in some capacity. So I feel like it's interesting when you have those characters who've been around for how many years, and, like, you can kind of, you have that consistency, like, you know how that character is supposed to feel. So it's kind of, like, really easy to pick it.
And, like, the same is true for me with Roy for other games, because he wasn't in 64, so I don't really have, like... I don't really play 64 that much, so I don't have a main, but I'd probably play, like, Captain Falcon or something, because he's good. Yeah. Not because, like, I know how to play, but just because I know that he's better than the other characters. But then, like, for the rest of the games that have Roy available, I play Roy. In Ultimate, he's my main. He's one of my mains, but in Smash 4, he's, like, one of my secondaries.
Yeah, I had, like, an epiphany when it came to Smash. Like, I had an epiphany with two characters, Marth and Falco. I played Marth as, like, my main in, and I played Falco as, like, a pocket. And then as the later games came out, they kind of started to cross paths. And in Ultimate, I main Falco second. So it's weird. As, like, the later games came out, the idea of how I wanted Falco to play became more and more true the later games came out. Like, the way that he feels in Ultimate, I love it. That's probably my favorite iteration of Falco, and that's purely down to, like, personal specs of the character. There's a lot of jank, and it's very kind of, like, he's unorthodox, and I love it, but it's not optimal.
Have I ever told you guys?
I don't think I've really played Falco in Ultimate, so
he's weird.
I should try that out. Is it different than Smash 4?
Have I ever told you guys when I went to the big house and all of the Melee players decided to take group pictures with everyone from their main?
I don't think so.
So, like, all the Sheik mains got together and took a picture together. All the Fox mains got together and took a picture together.
Oh, that's awesome.
I play Ice Climbers. There were 6 of us.
Wow.
We literally all just sat on the chairs in the lobby of the
Was
hotel.
Chudat there?
There were 6 chairs, and there were 6 of us.
Was Chudat there?
Chudat there?
No, he wasn't.
Oh.
Even if he was there, he doesn't like me, so...
He doesn't like you, why?
He has me blocked on every social media platform.
Why?
Why? I don't think you've told me this.
Relentless shitposting.
Did you shitpost at him?
That's it. Just relentless shitposting.
Wait, towards him or just
Also,
in general?
apparently I should only ever play Fire Emblem character Smash games. Because apparently I play my Sopo like a Marth. Don't play Brawl, because fuck Brawl. Robin in Smash 4 and Chrom in Ultimate.
Wait, who do you
I love
play
Chrom.
again?
I'm so dumb.
So
you play Ice Climbers in Melee, and then...
didn't play Brawl, and then you played Robin in Smash 4.
Yeah.
And then you played Chrom in Ultimate.
Yep.
So we basically play the same character in Ultimate.
All different styles of play, but...
But, yeah, what you're saying is you two played the same characters.
In Ultimate, we play the same character.
I like Chrom.
Pretty much, yeah. And, like, I was trying to pick up Chrom for a bit, and, like, I cannot get a handle on his speed. He's so fucking fast.
I had tournament wins with Chrom.
His up B is so
which was
bad,
good.
though.
Also, my only ever tournament win in Melee was actually with Captain Falcon. Melee and Smash 4, I can only ever... I don't play Falcon. Like, I've never, like, learned Falcon, but, like... I don't know. We're all secretly Captain Falcon mains.
Oh.
Why did you choose him, then?
Why did you choose him?
Falcon?
Yeah.
Because they were matches that I was pretty sure I was going to, and I said, fuck it. Because it's like... I'm very impatient. So, I'm really good at the Pokemon TCG, because, you can play very impatient in the Pokemon TCG. I love card games, because I love figuring out how to play the way I play. But, like, you can't play that way in a video game. So, like, I would always be, like, super impatient and, like, not want to learn things. So, like, in a tournament setting, I'd always lose my first match, and then it's like, okay, I'm gonna lose this next match. I might as well have fun with it. And then I don't lose, and then I lose the next match. But, yeah. Anyways, I suck at video games.
I find that funny because, like, that's how I play Smash 4 and Smash Ultimate. I'm very impatient when it comes to, like, certain games as well. Alright, you had asked before about Falco, how he plays in Ultimate. And I feel I like Falco in Ultimate because you can play really fucking impatiently, and like, Falco's moves are so weird and janky in Ultimate that it kind of trips up your opponent at times. So, like, a lot of characters in Ultimate have really good rushdown because there's, like, it's just a lot faster. And, like, Falco's moves are so weird that certain people just don't know how to fight him. Like, wait, how did you, like, and I don't know, it's so weird to explain. I'd have to play you to kind of, like, show you what I'm... But, like, Falco's just so fucking stupid, and I would try to force him to be that stupid back in, like, in, Melee. Like,
Melee.
Even before that, like, in Melee, he was too much like Fox, and, like, I could not...
Well, he was a clone.
That's the thing, like, he was a clone, he was too much like Fox, and, like, I could not, like, move that fast. I could not keep my commands that smooth. I don't know how the fuck I was able to play Marth, but I don't know how I was able to play that game in general. But when Brawl came out, they completely changed up his movement. They slowed him down. They kind of made his move. And I was like, okay, this feels a bit better for how I play. Smash 4, they brought that out even further. They sped him up a tiny bit, not too fast, but they made his moves hurt more. And gave him a little extra jank. And I was just like, I'm so close. I'm missing something here. I feel like he just needs to be a tiny bit faster. And Ultimate, I feel like, perfected for me, at least. And that's all I can... Like, it's really hard for me to explain, like, these things, because I'm very much like a visual learner, and I'm someone who likes to show things visually. So I feel like if I faced you in Ultimate, I could show you why I love playing as Falco.
Oh, okay.
Because it's just so... Another character, actually, I love playing in Ultimate is... Oh my god. That picture.
Now you have that into the podcast.
God fucking damn it, Aidan. Making me have to do so much more editing.
Real quick aside, so Giovanni in the Pokemon series, does he ever come back?
I don't know.
Because he doesn't come back in the games.
Well, technically, okay, this might be spoilers, but I don't care.
I can't hear anything.
Are you not able to hear Aidan?
No!
Throw in your other headphone.
Could my headphone be dead? Okay, how about now?
Hi.
Yeah, you're not coming up on Aidan's side.
That's so weird. Here, Carter, I'm stealing your headphone.
Hold on a sec, we're going to...
There we go. I was like, this is really weird, and I feel like Carter's just rambling.
Yeah.
Okay,
that would be like... It's funny, because it's like... If you don't hear me, it's like, yeah. Anyway, so Giovanni, what were you going to say?
So, with, there was, Ultra Sun and Moon. After you beat the game, there was new post-game stuff that was added, where you can find, like, cool Ultra Pokemon, and you could also do this little story section, which was kind of like a boss rush, a boss gauntlet, where you could face all of the past leaders, and they had special, like, really fucking vamped Pokemon. Really hard.
Like all of the gym leaders ever?
No, all of the leaders of the different teams, and it was run by Giovanni. It was called Team Rainbow Rocket.
Oh yeah, the gay Team Rocket.
Yeah, so it had Giovanni, the leaders of Team Aqua and Team Mega from Ruby and Sapphire. I forget their names. I think it's Archie and Maxie. It had Cyrus from Diamond and Pearl. It had I don't remember what the fifth. Black and White. There was En's
daddy.
En's dad. I forget his name.
Getsus?
Yes, thank you. Getsus. And the guy from X and Y. Lysandria.
Yeah.
You could face all of them, and you had to face them all. It was essentially like you had to face them in succession. You could like heal your team in between. You basically had to go throughout this hideout and face them all. And then at the end was Giovanni, and he had Mewtwo on his team.
Yo.
Yeah, so it was actually props to. There's a couple things. Oh my god! Stop it.
Okay.
Just please.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So there's, I will say one of the few things I did like about Ultra Sun and Moon, because it's essentially the same thing as Sun and Moon,
but Ultra,
but a more complete version. Team Rainbow Rocket was a cool addition. So
I'll watch a let's play of that. I haven't played. Okay, so I've played but not beaten X and Y. I have not played Sun and Moon at all, And I
Yeah.
haven't played Sword and Shield at all, either.
Honestly, I'd say if you want to play Sun and Moon,
Just play Ultra.
yeah, just play Ultra, because it's more complete, and it's original.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get Ultra Sun and Moon, because are they better than X and Y?
X and Y is very bare. So yeah, they're better than X and Y, but there's a lot more story and like unskippable dialogue scenes in Sun and Moon.
Is it like cutscenes?
Yes, cutscenes.
Oh, fuck, I hate that shit.
Yeah, there's a lot more of that.
Alright.
So,
Well, is it
even-
like that in Sword and Shield?
Yeah.
Yeah, kinda. Like, it's not as much as Sun and Moon, but there is still a lot.
Damn.
But
There is your boy Guzma.
there is Guzma in Sun and Moon. Guzma's probably
He's a dumb bitch, and I love him.
he's really cool. He's basically the leader of Team Skull. Which, if you've seen all the advertisements for Sun and Moon, you've seen him. He's like,
He's the dumb bitch. He wears a hoodie. He looks a little Slavic. He wears like the hoodie and the sweatpants combo, and he squats.
Yeah.
and the only reason that we can say that is because, but the only reason we can explain what he
He has a
looks
skull
like,
necklace on.
Yeah.
The only reason we can explain that is I didn't bring up a picture of him. I just have a poster of him in my room.
Carter's gay for good.
Why?
Because I got it at a convention.
For
It's a
free?
No, it's a poster that I bought from someone.
Damn.
Yeah.
Why did you get a Guzma poster?
Because he's cool.
Because you're gay for good.
Okay. You wanna see what destruction looks like? Here it is in human form. It's your boy Guzma.
But oh god, what were we gonna say after that? Oh, Sword and Shield also has the wild area,
Oh yeah.
which is actually really fun.
Yeah, that's. I like the wild area.
What
Yeah.
is that?
So the wild area is essentially like a wild open map that you can run around anywhere and catch Pokemon.
And there's just Pokemon walking around.
What?
Yeah, it's like an actual like fully free roaming area.
So you can like walk into a Snorlax.
Yo, what?
And this also, if you have Nintendo Online, you can see other people running around on the map too.
That's crazy.
So it's actually probably one of the coolest things, but it's like one section of the map, like of the region.
I probably spent my most time there.
Yeah,
Yeah, I would do that shit.
yeah.
Except I would probably, like, pirate the game, so...
I wouldn't say that out loud.
I mean... Are they gonna track me? Do they know who I am?
The only P word we say on the podcast is penis.
And on that note, we're I think we're around. When did we start? Like,
I think this is over an hour.
yeah, this is around an hour. So we're gonna get this pretty much ready to go. And thank you guys for joining. Do you have anything new that you want to plug, Aidan?
No. I guess
All right,
not.
same stuff. Your band pages.
Yep.
Yeah, got those. Anything you want to plug, Eden? And with that, we're going.
Yeadon.
All right, with that, we're going to. It's pretty much gonna be it.
Peace.
All right. See you guys.